Hi and welcome to today's Pilates session. Today's session will feature resistance band, so please make sure you have a band. If you don't have one, a bathroom towel will be perfectly fine, as today's session is all about just helping to improve the mobility for your body. So if you struggle, whether it's to touch your toes, whether it's to reach, turn your head, just allowing that extra mobility to stretch those muscles further than they normally would. So you have greater range of motion, greater mobility through those joints, enabling you to feel more flexible at the same time. With this band, we're going to help strengthen through those muscles as well, especially those small muscles for your body, areas like the rotator cuff in the shoulder, areas that will help support and strengthen the knee, strengthen all those small areas that we tend to get injured very, very commonly and very, very frequently. So we are going to help with the band to strengthen up all of those areas through the body. So we're going to get ourselves prepared to begin with by loosening up those tense muscles to start with. And we're going to create a mind-body awareness so that when we come into the action with our band, everything is ready. Central nervous system is switched on and we're ready to go. So we're going to start by lightening the load off the body by working our way from bottom to top. Gently start by lifting the heels from the mat, gently pressing down, nothing too strenuous to start with, not going to lift too high. We just want to feel the movement through the joints. We want to lift, just balance very gently and not for long periods on the balls of your feet. Just break yourself into a nice steady breathing pattern as well. Inhale, exhale. And then we'll just work 1 foot at a time. Just lift one heel from there, bending that knee, drop, and change. And from there we can start to flow now between sides. And then we are ready to relax, plant those feet down, and then just gently tilt with the pelvis. Tilt forward and back. Bring the pelvis into the center, and then we're going to relax the arms, give the shoulders a roll back, let them drop. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we'll start to roll through the spine now, so we can just drop the arms, sink the head, roll our spine down, start to curve through the back. Soften those knees and roll your way as far as you feel comfortable. And then return and stand strong. Breathe in. Breathe out to come back down. And return. We'll go one last time so we know everything is ready. Central nervous system and spine is mobile and flexed. And so as we make our way up, we're going to start from the mat. So we're going to take our band or our towel, come down onto our mat to a seated position to start with. And then wrap the band around your feet. I would recommend crossing the band over as well. It just acts as a support and stops the band from springing away. So just cross the band over. It will depend also on the length of the band as well. Because we're going to do a combination of stretching and strengthening, some of the strengthening exercises might be too intense if your band is quite short. So just be aware though, if you do cross the band over, you want to have enough length for you to pull. So as you're sitting up, we're going to bring those legs in front. We're going to just first of all make sure that our legs stay hip width apart. So we're going to start working through those muscles all through the legs, especially those muscles that support and strengthen the knee. So we want to keep the feet hip width apart. So you're going to start to pull that band as you sit straight. Lengthen your spine, pull the band there with your hands, push the feet wide. You can feel the feet there, feel the legs pushing and working against the band. And then we're going to relax. As we relax, I want you to just bring the feet in, hip width, a little closer, and that's when you're going to drop into a spine stretch. So now we're going to work the legs with the arms. As you straighten up, take the ends of the bands, turn your palms so they're facing up, and then pushing those feet apart. You're now going to take the bands, bring the elbows close into the body. Now we need to bring your arms up. So you're getting into a bicep curl, working through those arms, pushing those feet as you do that. Lower those arms, relax the legs a little, push the feet there. And you want to bring your fists just over that shoulder area. Just over from the top. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to count down from 6 repetitions from here. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And then after this last one, we're then going to drop into a spine stretch again. So I just want you to slacken the band and reach forward and drop your head. And relax. And then we're going to come up, straighten ourselves up. And now with the band, this time we're going to use the band to pull as wide as we can. First of all, take the band, just raise the band so your arms are about level with your shoulders. Going to push those feet again, pull the band out. Keep a bend in the elbow. As you go as wide as you can, you can feel the shoulder blades engage in the top of your back. You're then going to take an exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Going to count down from 6 from here. And 5. And 4. And 3. Shoulders will start to get tired now. So now that last 2 come up. And then from there, we shall drop. We shall relax. Reach forward, stretch, and drop your head down. And then let's lengthen up that spine. Now from there, let's go back to the first one we did with those biceps, with those arms. So let's combine those 2 movements now and sync them together, alternating between the 2. We're just going to alternate one with the arms into the bicep, one to the shoulders. So as we come up, we're going to turn the palms up, bring the feet wide, and we go up for 1. Come back, turn the palms down, wide for 1. Let's do a total of 4. When you've done 2 moves, done the bicep move, done the shoulder move, that'll count as 1. Flowing between the 2 now. Keeping those feet hip width apart as we work. And then after we've done those 4, we can then drop 1 last time. And then we're going to make our way down onto the mat. So from there, lengthen your spine up. Take your band, and then let's start to roll our way down onto that mat. And ease yourself down. Take a moment and rest. And then still with your band, it's in place. It's between the feet. We'll take our legs now into a tabletop position, and then we shall extend. Lengthen your legs, hold them long. Take your feet now from here. Hold the legs straight as you can. Point your toes up. And then push the heel ups. Toes up. Heel up. Keep the legs straight there as you push the heels of the feet. And continue. If your legs start to drop, rest them or bring them back up. And then we'll just count down from 3, 2, 1, and then tuck. Bring the knees in, hold the knees in from there. Turn the legs up. And then once again, let's point toes up, change, toes up, heel up. That's good. Just feel through your calves. They're really good for releasing any cramp you may be getting in your legs or in your feet. Just release the tension from your calves. As we go from the count of 3, 2, 1, and we tuck. As we hold and roll into a ball, and then release. From there, taking our band, let's take it around the right foot from there. And then guide your leg down, raise your leg up, hold straight, come back down, raise again, a little bit further, straight as you can, inhale down, return again, just a little bit further, again, and down one more time, raise, stretch a little bit more. There we go, come back down and bend, change legs, and then with your left leg straight, let's come down, raise up, and lower, and raise, stretching that little bit further each time, just bringing that extra bit of flexibility through those legs. We'll go one last time from there. And then we shall bend. And hold. And then we're going to take the band and we're now just going to bring the band into our hands. And I would just wrap it once around the hands. Twice at the most. You just want to be in a position where your arms are just slightly wider than shoulder width apart. And then you don't really want any slack on the band. So you want to hold those arms straight. Make sure there's a little bit of tension there on that resistance band. We're going to hold those arms up, bring your legs semi-supine. Let's move ourselves into a bridge. So let's breathe in, peel the back away from the mat, hold at the top, and then from there we shall lower. Now we're going to get ready to transition. Let's just go to one more bridge, and then we're going to change our position. We're going to flow now into a tabletop. So let's start to lower the back, bring our legs then into a tabletop, Lift the head and shoulders, wrap the band over the shins. Plant your hands, palms facing down. Push your arms to the floor. Raise, go 3 times. Inhale down. Exhale up. Breathe and press. Breathe out, turn up. You can feel the band stretching over those shins. And then we shall return. Legs semi-supine. Back to your bridge. This time we're going to do 3 bridges from here. Go from 3 bridges. And then we shall change into that tabletop position. Going to give you an extra option with your tabletop as you bring your legs in. Going to give you the option to go with tabletop or with straight legs. And then lift the head. So go with tabletop if it's straining on the back. Stay with straight legs if you feel okay. Keep looking towards your toes. We'll go for a count of 3, 2, 1, and then return. And come back to semi-supine. Now from here, we're going to get ready to roll from the mat. You may find it easier to wrap the band around the feet, or you can just take the more advanced option, keep the band there in those hands, and then start to peel your way up off the mat, and then lengthen. Now, as you start to sit up, from there, we're going to take the band, bring it up, stretch the band over the head, go as far as your shoulders feel comfortable. If it's too much, don't go any further. As soon as we come up, we're then ready to roll back down. Again, wrap the band around the feet if it's more easier for you. Gently make your way down. Breathe in, let's come up, let's go through that flow again. And then reach up. Take the band up, sit straight, reach, stretching that band. Hold the back as straight as you can. Come back up, reach forward, then we shall roll. As carefully as you can down. Let's go one last time. Let's inhale. Breathe out. And return. Straighten. And then change. Breathe in from there. Breathe out. And then we shall stretch forward. Reach into a spine stretch. From that spine stretch, lengthen your spine. And then just placing that back to one side. Turning yourself over onto your front. So we're going to go into a box position then. And rolling our spine gently forward and back. Tilting through that pelvis. And then we're going to get ready to roll up. So straighten the back. And then we're going to go to downward dog. Walk our hands to our feet. Roll our way up from the mat. And then we'll just go into a position in front of our band, where from there we are ready to roll down. And then we're going to collect the band from the floor. Bring the band up when you roll yourself up. Take the band from your standing position now. You're going to take one end, bring it behind to the other end up. You might want to wrap it once around your hands because you want enough for you to be able to stretch. But if you have too much, it doesn't stretch the muscles too far. So if you find you've got a decent enough length of band to stretch that top arm up, keep it going. If you find you've got too much band, just wrap the band once more around your hands. From that position now, let's keep your right arm there still. Straighten that top arm and lengthen all the way up so you can feel through the back of the arm. And then we are ready to come back down from there. We are ready to lower and extend. Lower and extend. Now, if you can see from here, my band starts to slacken when I drop the arm. So I'm going to wrap it once more around the hands. So from there, as you can see the difference now, as I pull, the muscles work harder to stretch upwards. And when the arm comes down, you can still feel the intensity, the stretch, the tension on the band. It doesn't slacken. It starts to slacken, the muscles get weaker, the muscles get to relax, and if they relax, they don't do anything at all. So we have to keep that tension on. We're going to just target another 3 from here, and 2, and 1, where we then just relax. We then simply just switch to the other side. And we go again. We inhale, exhale, up and down. As we continue for just a count of 3 and 2. And from there, from that last one, we are then ready to release the band away, come back up, taking your band and then holding it in front. Again, shoulder width apart. Keep your left arm still and then just start to pull on the right arm. Follow the right arm out, level with your shoulder. Bring the arm back in to where we were at the start. Follow the left arm out. Return, let's go once more to the right, once more to the left. Just let the shoulders drop slightly as well. Just make sure they're not too hunched up. Keep the tension on the band the whole time. Follow the band as well, follow the arm. Keep the head in alignment with your spine movement. And then when we come back, we're then ready to drop, release, to roll down to the mat. Plant your band down on the floor. Roll your way back up. Roll the shoulders back. Release, relax. And then that is our session completed with your resistance band today. Resistance band to improve the mobility through all those areas in your limbs, to making you feel with more movement, more flexibility, and of course, improving the strength in all of those small and weak muscles in our body, just to make us feel stronger, healthier, and of course, reducing the risk of injuries with the help of the band. Thanks very much for joining me for today. Take care, stay in good health, and I'll see you soon.